Chopper 5, the only local helicopter covering breaking news and traffic, giving us an aerial view of a plane crash at an Okeechobee community. A 62-year-old Treasure Coast man died when his experimental plane crashed this afternoon.
And as you can see, that plane just completely destroyed. The pilot, identified as John Boobell.
News Channel 5's Megan McRoberts is live in Okeechobee on what she is learning about the crash and the Good Samaritans who tried to save the pilot after the crash. Megan?
Michael and Ashley, it's rare that we can get this close to the wreckage of a plane. Go ahead and take a look behind me. The damage is devastating. You can see there's hardly any piece of this plane that wasn't touched by the flames that it burst into once it crashed. We've learned that this plane was an experimental plane, a Zenith model. Many know them as ultralight planes. They are very popular around here. Investigators say Boobell was flying from Homestead to Okeechobee. This is his hometown when he crashed. We've learned he was an experienced pilot. He even taught people how to fly, and he was able to veer around homes and power lines in this residential area before he crashed. Some nearby residents say they saw the crash and the resulting fire. They ran toward the plane to try to save Boobell, ejected from the plane laying a few feet away from the flames.
His leg was on fire, and like she took her shirt off and was like beating the fire off of his leg, and then she pulled him across the street while I was hollering for my husband to come down there. And then she started doing CPR, and we switched off doing CPR.
Now, Boobell was ultimately taken away from the scene in an ambulance, and that was when he was pronounced dead. The FAA and the NTSB are still actively trying to determine what caused this crash. Now, coming up at 6, we're talking to a former student of his that he taught how to fly, and why that student thinks he may have been trying to make a last-minute effort to save his life when he landed, where he thinks Boobell was trying to land to save his life. That coming up at 6 o'clock. That's the latest here in Okeechobee. I'm Megan McRoberts, WPTV News Channel 5.